What's up, Scotters? So, near the end of last year, Monsta X's Wonho left the group under the pressure of various accusations made by his past friend Jung Da-eun. I don't know if you guys recall the details of this situation, but this entire issue started with Jung Da-eun posting on her social media publicly asking Wonho to pay her back the money he owes. She also publicized the conversation she had with Wonho's lawyer regarding their financial situation, and in the process, she revealed some of Wonho's past that involved him being sentenced to police probation. I mean, really, it was just a huge mud fight. And alongside all these accusations, Wonho was also being investigated by the police on their marijuana charges. Consequently, during the peak of Monsta X's career, Wonho left the group and Starship Entertainment entirely. But on the 10th of this month, the Korean police ended their investigation on Wonho and found no charges on marijuana abuse. So, this got a lot of fans wondering, does this mean Wonho can now come back to Monsta X? On the 16th of this month, Dispatch suddenly revealed an interview they have done with Wonho in the past. Just note that this interview was done a month prior, and it was only published now due to Wonho's request to have the interview publicized only after he was found innocent of his marijuana charges. So, let's take a look at some of the highlights of this interview. At the beginning, Wonho talks about how unfortunate his family's financial situation was when he was a kid. And on top of that, he admits that he never got along with his school friends until he met this older guy in his neighborhood who was sort of, I guess, a badass guy. And because he became this older dude's friend, nobody could pick on him anymore. And he specifically mentions that he bumped into a guy who used to pick on him in school, and to Wonho's surprise, the guy apologized to him first. And he admits that as a young student, he enjoyed that feeling. Fast forward, Wonho starts hanging out with more of the wrong type of friends who are shameless in committing various crimes, most of whom ended up in juvenile prisons, while Wonho only ended up with police probation because he was more involved in standing guard for his friends instead of committing the crimes himself. Wonho also briefly mentions Jung Da-eun and says that she was a thankful friend who always cheered him on in his journey of becoming a singer. Well, that's pretty much it. There wasn't any information on whether he actually stole her stuff or paid her back or whatnot in the interview. And after the police concluded their investigation process, Starship Entertainment also made a public announcement thanking the Korean and international fans who have supported Wonho and have revealed that they helped Wonho by providing him with lawyers and making sure he received little press exposure during the entire investigation process. But unfortunately, the opinions of the fans seem fairly well split, with some people using hashtags like 원호야 네 자리는 변함없이 여기 있어, which means Wonho, your spot is always here, to show support, while some fans are not so positive about the idea of him returning to the group as it might damage the group's reputation. And like how the fans' opinions are pretty well split, I think at the moment it's really hard to say that Wonho will be returning to Monsta X, because although it's very good for him that his marijuana charges are cleared, he still has to deal with the problems he has caused as a student. Near the end of the interview, Wonho says, "I don't want to blame my friends. I had a choice. I was stupid and it's my fault. Not everybody in a similar situation as I was make the same choices as me. I lived as Lee-Seok in the past and live as Wonho now, but that doesn't mean the consequences of Lee-Seok's actions are now gone. I have to burden it as Wonho." I mean, everybody makes mistakes, but I personally have a certain amount of respect reserved for those who don't make dumb excuses and face their problems and try to take the responsibilities of their actions. And judging from the interview alone, I feel like Wonho is the type of guy who deserves some of the respect. So hopefully, even if it doesn't mean he returns to Monsta X, he can move on from the past and clear his damaged reputation with something amazing. So that's it for today. If I answered some of your questions, don't forget to like this video and leave your thoughts in the comment section below, and I'll see you guys in the next video. See you next time, guys.